I never want to hear that sentence again. Need to protect and develop Dylan Gabriel, or you throw him out there to see what he is now and then go from there.
I'm throwing him out there and see what he is now. And it's partly because of who they played. They played Grambling, they played OU. Like, there's not much to talk about. But they're kind of like, have you seen a number one team kind of float under the radar like this?
You know who I am, but that's Tyler. Tyler, what does this Browns win mean for this season?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
What did we learn? That the defense is generational and the offense still stinks? We knew that.
This is a really salty defense, dude. I think they're better than I thought they were going to be.
The defense is great, but like at the same time, the Packers' offensive line was decimated. I don't want to poo-poo the defense because the defense.
I was going to say, like, we're going to start calling you. Wait, we're going to start calling you Wet Blanket Tyler. God, kid,
dude, the
fucking Browns just beat the Packers, who are going to be a playoff team.
It's just one of those things where, like, yes, it was fun. It was a fun watch. It was a fun. Well, I shouldn't even say it was a fun 5 minutes of that game to watch.
It was a fun end.
It was a fun end of the game. It's fun to win a game, but like, we didn't learn anything. We learned everything we already knew. Their offense stinks. Joe Flacco can't see the field anymore. He's late to everything down the field. He's a check down merchant. Like, he's check down Charlie because he can't see Isaiah Bond. There's clips of him running butt naked open, and he's just not throwing him the ball. And he's a statue. He's a statue with an offensive line that can't protect longer than 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's not even moving up in the pocket well anymore.
Yeah, he's just like. What? I want to go back to this. When we did our preview for the Bengals game, season opener, I said, what were the 3 things that have to go right for this team to be successful? I said, the defense has to be generational, the offensive line has to stay healthy, and Joe Flacco can't look like a 40-year-old.
2 of the things are not going the way they need to be going.
No. It's just like this offense. I don't know what people were expecting. The offensive line is old and injured. Both tackles done.
Yeah.
Interior O-line, old. Joe Flacco, old. Cedric Tillman is your number 2 receiver. That can't be the answer. And like, yes, Harold Fannin is been awesome, and David Njoku is David Njoku, but like, that doesn't move the needle, man. There is literally nobody on the field that stretches the defense to make them afraid that somebody's going to go over the top. And so everything is played within a 10-yard box. And so it's like they can't run the ball because there's 11 guys in a 10-yard box, and there's nothing that they can do over the top. Isaiah Bond is like, he's getting open. Now, whether he catches the ball or not is a totally different story. Mm-hmm. But like, he's open. And they just can't. He can't see the field, and it's just like, what are we waiting for?
Is it more frustrating knowing that there's more offense to be had?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's I don't know what happened. I think it's just old. I think he's just old. 2023, he would chuck it. There was no fear. And then maybe it's because there was nobody threatening him to play. In 2023, he came off the couch and was like, well, this team's desperate as hell, so I'm just going to let it rip no matter what happens. And it's just like but he won't cut it loose. He just won't. It's so confusing. I don't understand why.
You think he's not trusting it? You think he's not trusting his arm strength anymore? Like, I guess what do you think goes first with these old quarterbacks that are used to being gunslingers? Like, what is the thing that creates the doubt? Because we know Isaiah Bond's been open, and we know for the Stefanski offense to work out, you're gonna have to run the ball well and then go bomb over people when the run game's going well.
I think the game is moving way too fast.
Okay.
I think it's just like the game's move. He's not seeing the things as fast as he used to see them. It's like when a hitter gets old and they lose the bat speed, they have to start their swing earlier, and it's just like
their eye gets worse then.
Their eye gets worse. everything gets faster for them, and it's like they have to start earlier. And he's just late to everything. He sees everything so late, and it's just like, well, I'm just going to throw it over here so I don't die.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I think their lack of explosivity is what's causing issues in the run game. There's no fear. So, like, you run a play action. Well, I may not bite on the play action, but like, there's nothing to make me fearful of sprinting backwards. You know what I'm saying? There's no fear of anything going over the top, so it's really hard to run. And like you've said that the ratio of play calling is a problem. If you take away the 2-minute drive in the second half or the first half and the 2-minute drive to get the field goal to win the game, it was 26 dropbacks and 18 run plays, averaging, whatever
With
they
not being able to run the ball at all, I know it's 2-minute, but you got to be able to run the ball in some capacity in 2-minute and
6, 7. So it was 14 plays in those 2-minute situations total,
and it was one run.
6 of them was with 30 seconds left. Like, you can't, and they had one timeout.
Okay.
They couldn't run the ball in that situation. Now that would leave 8 plays, so it was 7 passes and 1 run in a traditional 2-minute sense that ended in a Hail Mary pick. So I mean, I hear you're saying there. It's just like,
I think the ratio is buckled given what we know about the Stefanski offense.
yeah. And
you cannot throw to open up the
the
pass.
drive that they went down and scored and kicked the field goal, it was a heavy run.
Correct.
Like it was a heavy run, and they got down to the 1-yard line, and then 2 plays later, they were snapping the ball from the 20.
I'm a believer that this team should never throw on first down. Never.
I mean, never is a little extreme, but I hear what you're saying.
Dog, I'm ready to be extreme with the way I watch Joe Flacco play quarterback. I'm okay if this team never runs. I mean, never throws on first down.
Well, then the question becomes, what are we waiting for? Just play Dillon Gabriel.
Well, you're waiting if you don't think he's ready to contribute. And so it's here's the balance. Are you as the Browns, do you think that you need to protect and develop Dillon Gabriel, or do you throw him out there to see what he is now and then go from there?
I'm throwing him out there and see what he is now.
Because here we go. With New York, they're not going to budge and play Jackson Dart, even though it's shit right now. Because they believe he's the future.
They believe he's the future. I don't think the Browns believe that Dillon Gabriel is the future. I don't think they know. I don't think they think he's not the future, but I don't think they know that he is the future. So they don't know.
Believe it, then yes, they should play him.
They should play him.
Don't believe that Joe Flacco's the future.
Yeah, well, Joe Flacco can't be the future. He's 40. And so it's just, to me, it's just a disaster. Like, the offense, this is as bad as it was with Deshaun Kaiser. And that offense was horrible.
They were a pain in the ass to watch too.
It's a chore to watch them offensively.
Yeah.
Like, you go from one side of the ball being so good, so generationally good, and then the other side of the ball is like an absolute clown show.
Yeah.
They can't do. They're incompetent offensively, and it's a talent issue. Is the worst part, and it's the most, like, no matter what happens, no matter what they do moving forward, until they get the quarterback, none of this shit matters. The offensive line issues, the wide receiver issues. Like, until you find the guy, it doesn't
horrible
matter.
Segment though when they just won the game. I do want to give them flowers for winning the game.
Yeah, they won but like, did they win the game or did the Packers lose it?
You tell me.
The Packers lost the game, dog.
Yeah, okay, they did.
I mean, Jordan Love threw an interception in his own 20. The Browns ran it back to the 4, and then the next play they ran it in for a touchdown. And then they gave up a blocked field goal. It's just like, that will be the worst loss of the season in the NFL.
Oh.
100%. The way they lost the game, that will be the worst loss of any NFL team this year.
Now, some Cleveland fans are like back in now. Like, oh yeah, like let's get it
going.
Of course
they are, because they believe, Browns fans believe that they're a quarterback away. And I don't think they are, because I don't think that quarterback's on the roster.
I mean, you can be a quarterback away if the quarterback's on the roster. That's fair.
But like, is there? They're saying there's a quarter. They believe that there's a quarterback on the roster that can lead them to where they want to go, and I don't think they have that guy. I don't know that they have that guy. Obviously they feel a certain way about Shador, that he's not ready. They see him in practice every day. He had one good preseason game and one not so good preseason game. What he's is in practice, we don't know. Dylan Gabriel's looked pretty good both times we've seen him out there. So, like, to me, what is Joe Flacco giving you that Dylan Gabriel can't? Even if Dylan Gabriel's not ready, can it get worse? Can it be worse?
Honestly, I think Dylan Gabriel would provide a unique amount of juice to this team that could be cool for about a quarter and a half until the NFL figures him out. That's my belief. So no, I don't think it could be worse.
Here's my question. What's the difference between throwing the ball 3 yards down the field and not getting first downs or throwing interceptions besides field position?
I mean, that's it. Field position and momentum.
But either way, you're still losing, so who cares?
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're going to play at Detroit. At Detroit hung a 50 burger in an NFL game this year.
Bears, but yeah.
Even if the defense is so good, you're still going to have to score 24 plus points to beat them.
Correct.
Does anybody think the Browns can score 24 points?
Not currently constructed. They're going to need a lot of quick game and a lot of yards after catch. Honestly, they better hope that Isaiah Bond is a part of the offensive game plan. He's their most explosive player on offense.
He was a part of the game plan. He couldn't throw him the ball.
Didn't get the ball. Quinshon Judkins looks really good too, though. I will say
Quinshon Judkins is the best running back in this class. I'm already ready to say it.
I've been saying that. That was my stance heading into the draft.
I thought you were an Austin Genty guy.
No, I was always a Q
okay.
guy.
All right, I thought maybe you were a fan of his in college.
I thought Genty was better than Zach thought Genty was.
Okay,
but I was a Q guy. I've been a Q guy since his freshman year when him and Zach Evans went for over 2 bands.
I think Quinshon Judkins is really good. I think Dylan Sampson is a way better version of Jerome Ford. Everything that Jerome Ford does, Dylan Sampson does it better. Dylan Sampson is going to be a great third down back in this league, a great backup running back in this league. He's going to have a very long career, I think, for a running back's perspective. I think Quinshon is really good. I think he brings a level of juice. I think he brings a little bit of an attitude, a little more emotional than Nick Chubb was.
Oh, no, he's super intense. And here's the thing. He was under-recruited. He was a 3-star kid from Bama that didn't get recruited by Bama.
Yeah.
So, he's had that chip on his shoulder, a little extra dog in him for a while.
It's just like it is hard. I just am I just can't. I'm having a very hard time getting excited about this Browns team because this offense is so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like the current, maybe the franchise, like in the future, is a quarterback away, which I said, you got to have the quarterback first. But this team doesn't have the quarterback, in my opinion, to get them to be a more competitive team.
Now, here we go. The question is, does this win move you further away from seeing Dylan Gabriel?
No. I want to see Dylan Gabriel right now.
No. I'm not asking what you want to see. I'm asking, does this move them further away from Dylan Gabriel within the org?
It shouldn't.
But
it shouldn't.
Again,
because they won this game in spite of Joe Flacco.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question.
So if they're interested in winning football games, it should not.
Tyler, I don't want the caveat. I'm asking you point blank. Does this win?
I don't know because they don't ever do anything that makes any sense.
Well, I'm asking you to make a fucking prediction. So make it. Does this win?
Joe Flacco plays next week. What's Dylan Gabriel? I'm going to predict them to lose the next 3 games. That puts them at 1-5. Then we see Dylan Gabriel.
So then here we go. So this win does move them further away.
Probably. Well, no, because the beginning of the season we said the first 6 games Joe Flacco has the first 6 games.
Okay, well I'm asking if they go 0-4 to start the year, you probably get Dylan Gabriel week 5.
Probably.
So I think
that's fair. That's a good point.
It's all.
The thing about it too is when we looked at the schedule, we said we were going to be 1-2.
Yeah.
At this point, anyways, it just happens like in the NFL, you probably every season you lose a game that you should win, and then you win a game that you should lose. I think that's fair to say for most teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
that
every team
happens.
goes through that. That's 100% fair. 100%.
So we've already had our 2 games in week 3 of the season. I mean, they should have lost.
Yeah.
They were down 10-0. They were down 10-0 with 4.5 minutes to play. The game was over, essentially. My dad was there. He said people were leaving.
That's so fried. It was rocking at the end, though.
When they punted down 10-0 with like 6 minutes left, he said everybody left. Everybody was leaving. And so it's just like, and then they ended up fucking winning the game, which makes no sense because it's the Browns. But the thing about it too is we couldn't even enjoy it, even though I'm being super negative and cynical and like, that's just kind of how I am as a Browns fan. Worst news hit today that DeJuan Jones is out for the rest of the year.
Horrible day for Ohio State guys in the NFL. Nick Bosa also has a torn ACL too. He'll be out for the year as well.
Like this,
Donovan Jackson's going to miss some time with a wrist surgery too.
He said he's playing next week.
Oh, fuck.
He had the surgery today and he's playing.
What a war daddy. Holy shit.
JJ McCarthy's twisted his ankle. He's out indefinitely. Donovan Jackson has surgery on Monday and playing on Sunday.
What a war daddy, dude. What a war daddy developed here.
Also, I called the shit out of the Vikings covering that game without JJ McCarthy.
You did.
They beat their ass.
Do you think they soft benched him under this guise of an ankle injury?
Maybe.
Because he fucking sucks.
He stinks, dude.
So bad, dude.
Bro, you can't
hide in the NFL. That's the thing.
You can't hide in the NFL. And like, you also can't tell me that knowing the plays doesn't freaking help. Like,
dude, I love you.
It helps, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, a lot of things you say about Tyler. Tyler fights the good fight amongst the best of us.
Dog, I'm sorry.
You don't gotta apologize. Like, did you cheat?
No, I didn't. I'm saying I hate continuing to bring it up, but like, it's just proof. If you, as a quarterback, if you know the defense's play, how can you not execute the play?
Yeah.
It's knowing the answers to the test before you take the test.
Bingo.
Yo, I'm not going to sit here and say I never cheated on a test in school because I did. And you best believe I got good grades on all them tests.
I don't think I ever didn't cheat on a test.
When they gave you the note card, you can put like the stuff on the note card.
Boy, I turned into Dexter from Dexter's Secret Laboratory. I had to. Boy.
Always got good grades on them tests. Always.
Boy. Y'all don't even know. I was crazy. I was crazy on those kind of tests. The worst is when I got a C on one of those tests. I couldn't believe it.
Disgusting.
I was ready to fight myself.
What is this injury like? We're now looking at replacing a 5-for-5 overhaul of the offensive line.
Can I say what I thought Joe Flacco should do as soon as I saw the news?
What?
Retire. I'm so serious, dude.
Like, and you're getting nothing out of Zach Sinter, who they drafted pretty high. Like, he was a healthy scratch, I believe.
He sucks. And Zach had it in the film for a while. He's terrible.
Dude, like, this kind of leads me to my next point. The rookies are Mason Graham is playing well. He's a problem. He won 43% of his pass rushes.
And I think the league average, 16?
Yeah. Carson Schwarzenegger is a rocket. He is balling.
White lightning.
Dude, I already apologized to him, so like I don't have to. I'm not going to apologize for the second or third time or fourth time. But like, he's really good. Quinshon Judkins is really good. Dylan Sampson is really good. Harold Fant is really good.
It's a good draft class from good old Andrew.
But like, it's still malpractice. This offensive line is done for. They have to rebuild the entire thing.
Yeah.
All over again.
But good old Andrew did a job, though.
Does this buy him? Do you think this buys him another year?
Yeah. Ugh. Get ready to learn Andrew Berry, bucko.
When has 1 for 5 ever saved somebody's job? When has that ever been a good job?
When you hit on every pick outside of the first round.
This is the first draft he has had a good draft.
And this is an electric good draft, though. It's what have you done for me lately, big dog? It's never what have I done my career. It's what have you done for me lately? Because if you brought me back another year and I couldn't fix all my wrongs in 1 year, then you didn't really bring me back. They brought him back. What have you done for me lately? And lately, he showed out.
I hate that.
He didn't show out, Tyler.
He did, but like that doesn't erase that the roster is fucked.
But if you bring me back and I have a great draft, it does.
But do we trust him to do it again? No.
I mean, we might not, but he's going to get another draft, big dog. I hate to break it to you.
And he's also the architect of paying Deshaun Watson $80 million next year.
His boss already took a pass for that. His boss told the world that was not his bad, didn't he?
No,
so it's cool.
No. His boss said that was Andrew's call. The Deshaun Watson deal was Andrew's call.
I thought his boss came out and said that was
no.
Jimmy Haslam didn't say the Deshaun Watson thing was
no.
my
Sorry,
bad.
Jimmy Haslam said that drafting Shador was on Andrew Berry.
Yes, we're talking about the Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. He said that they swung and missed, as in. I think everybody's taking the blame for that.
That's the closest thing to it as a narcissist will get to taking blame. Right?
Yeah, I just
look, Tyler, I had a beer. I'm spitting facts right now, dog.
I had a few cocktails tonight too.
Where'd you go?
I had a work dinner.
Where?
At the boss's house.
Oh.
And it's a big house.
Hey. It's always good to have bosses with big houses. Mine was at Missing Falls, downtown Akron. Not my boss, just my little homie. Anyway, back to the Browns.
I just don't believe that. Like, if they go 3-14 again, how do you do that? How do you bring that back? How do you run it back? Chris, we've said it over and over and over again. When do you get to fix your mistakes in the NFL? You don't.
You can fight this all you want, big dog, but you and I both know what's coming next year, and it's Andrew motherfucking Berry with 2 top 10 picks. You and I both know it.
So then now I see people in the timeline saying that they're going to have to punt on a quarterback again because the roster's so bad.
You can't.
They're going to draft 2 tackles. That's what I saw. Somebody in the timeline said they're going to draft the 2 best tackles in the draft for their top 10 picks.
The kid from Miami, probably.
The kid from Miami, and then whoever the next best tackle is.
Yeah, who is the next best tackle?
I don't know. I don't want to play the draft game tonight.
I'm just warning you what's coming down the pipe. But you know what else is coming down the pipe? The Tigers.
Biggest regular season series since when for the Cleveland Guardians?
It's the biggest I can remember, big dog. I'm sorry.
I can't remember a bigger regular season series.
Because usually they got this bitch wrapped up by now. Like, we know whether they're going to make the playoffs or not by now, right?
I hope Cleveland is so electric this week. Because this series is going to be some of these guys are going to either become like
Superstars.
Legends, or they're going to just be remembered for a nice, fun run, and they've puttered out.
Cephas, Valera, Rocchio, Arias, Angel. You have a chance to introduce yourself to the mainstream Cleveland sports fan.
I don't even think mainstream Cleveland. I'm thinking that Major League Baseball has its eyes in Cleveland this week. All of Major League Baseball is watching this series.
So I do a pretty sizable Yankees podcast, as Tyler knows, and this was the talk after the show wrapped. This is what we talked about, this series. After 2 weeks ago, my co-host, who I love, Ryan, is awesome, basically saying, the Tigers have this bitch wrapped up. And so I'm like, and that's when I dropped the line. Objects are closer than they appear.
Well, they're only 1 game back. Couldn't get any closer.
I said it then, and here's the thing that happened. The fact that they swept Detroit at home, I think caused Detroit to mentally unravel.
Yeah. They are and the shitty part about it is that if the Guardians do this and pull this off, all anybody's going to talk about is the Tigers' collapse. Like the Guardians have won, I think, 14 out of their last 16 games. Like this run, it's not as not as impressive as the 22 game win streak in 2017, but it's just as fun, just as entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the last 18 games before their last game, so they lost Sunday 6-2. Before that game, their last 18 games, they had given up 28 runs in 18 games. How much do you think the second best team gave up?
Probably like 10 different from that.
65.
Criminy.
38 run difference between them and the next best team. Listen to this. The starters over the last 3 starts. Tanner Bybee, 21 2/3, 11 hits, 21 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. Slade, 20 2/3, 6 hits, 15 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Joey Cantillo, 19 innings pitched, 13 hits, 15 Ks, 2 earned runs.
He's
Gavin,
been really good.
18 innings pitched, 14 hits, 18 Ks, 3 earned runs. Logan Allen, 18 innings, 16 hits, 13 Ks, 4 earned runs. Parker Messick, 17 2/3, 20 hits, 17 Ks, and 4 earned runs. 18 runs over 115 innings for an ERA of 1.4.
They've been ridiculously dialed. They've been ridiculous, Tyler.
And if you think about it, the bullpen gave up 5 runs in the loss.
Yeah.
The problem is the bullpen's running on E. And it has been for about a month.
Yeah, and this 6-man rotation was supposed to help guys get rest.
And unfortunately, what's crazy is the doubleheader where they won 6-0 and 8-0. They only used 2 relief pitchers, so they had rest.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually they were going to give up. Like Matt Festa gave up a home run and Hunter Gaddis gave up a home run, and it was going to happen eventually.
It's fine. And especially Hunter Gaddis, he throws hard enough. Sometimes that elevated fastball, if it doesn't have the same ride that he usually has, can get hit out. We've seen that.
The only thing that makes me nervous about this week is the law of averages. Detroit's been so bad for the last 2 weeks. Can they stay bad? And the Guardians have been so hot. Can they stay hot for long enough? Can they stay hot for 6 more games? And to me, I think honestly, tomorrow's game for Detroit is do or die. If you lose with Skubal on the mound again, it's over.
And they moved him up.
They moved him up so he can pitch tomorrow.
Correct.
And the last regular season game if they need it.
Correct.
But
they're nervous.
If they lose tomorrow, I don't think it's do or die for Cleveland, because Wednesday they face Flaherty, and they're not afraid of Flaherty.
Flaherty's been bad this year too. ERA over 4.6.
And Thursday's game, they don't even know who they're starting Thursday.
I think
because they just DFA'd Charlie Morton.
Hot take, or maybe prediction. My bold prediction is that'll be a bullpen game. Finch, we've seen him do it before.
Yeah, that's fine. Game. But who's advantage? I think that's our advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. We don't have.
Are you ready to go on Twitter when it's fucking Paul Sewald starting that game? Who?
It's just to me. Tuesday, if the Guardians lose Tuesday, then Wednesday becomes do or die for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right? But we're not supposed to win tomorrow. They're facing the best pitcher in the game. But if we beat Detroit with the best pitcher in the game, Detroit it's done. They'll give up. They're going to quit. They will crumble.
And they've already begun to crumble, bro. They feel like the boogeyman's there behind them. They're playing so tight. There was no reason for them to get swept against the Braves. The Braves are the best of the non-playoff teams. They shouldn't have got swept by the Braves. So they feel something coming, man. They feel it.
Their fans have no faith.
No.
None.
There's only one that I've seen have faith on the timeline.
Yeah, no. And
He's an idiot.
yeah, good old fat boy Don.
I wasn't gonna say his name. You're
I'm
wrong.
gonna say his name. I don't give a shit.
Hey,
Don Thomas don't know me.
yeah, that's real.
I don't know him. You just a large human, my boy, and
Wait,
and irrational as hell.
I saw he tweeted that it was gonna be all right, and somebody put the Roadrunner meme with the Roadrunner's head in the sand. I was like, y'all
Yeah,
are
I mean,
funny, man.
tomorrow is going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
And I think Cleveland, it's going to feel like a playoff game in Progressive Field. It's
I'm
going to be
going
loud.
Wednesday.
It's going to be loud Wednesday. It's going to be loud Thursday.
Mm.
I mean, it's all or nothing.
Who's
I mean, essentially
going?
the Guardians have been playing playoff games for a month.
Yeah, but this one feels like before it felt like they might not ever get to the finish line. This feels like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's just one fucking Bengal cat in front of you.
Who do you think, if the Guardians, let's say the Guardians play well and they take 2 out of 3, who's the offensive player that carries them through this series? Who's the one that's like, man, this is like he got hot.
Dog, this is set up for the Kfish show.
Well, Kafis is probably not going to play tomorrow. So
No, he's not gonna play tomorrow. But this is set up for Kfish against Flaherty.
yeah,
That's set up for, because here's the thing. At this stage, Flaherty's fastball isn't getting past anybody.
no,
At this point in his career, he's got that lefty pull side swing that is the do damage one moment, and he's having very, very good at bats. I'm feeling a Kafis moment, dog. Welcome back, Cody Bellinger.
I can see that. This is the most, you're going to hate this answer so much. But Jose Ramirez is coming off a series against Twins where he was like 0 for 12 or 1 for 12.
Yeah.
I'm calling just the most explosive 3-game series you ever did see.
And
he's going to go dummy.
And Scuba won't pitch around them.
Nope. I think Jose, he gets 2 hits off of Scooble.
Does he hit one out?
I don't think he hits one off of Scooble, but I think he hits. My hot take is that Jose Ramirez hits 3 home runs in this series.
My hot take is that Giancarlo Noel has 3 strikeouts and 9 pitches.
That is not a hot take. That is so probable.
I don't think he can close his eyes and swing out of this one. No, honestly, this is a real like Jose. Like, here's the thing: the whole baseball world is watching this series. Like, this is it. Like, there's 2 series that are coming up that are going to be fantastic. You know what the other series is? Toronto, Boston.
Well, Toronto just clinched.
So they didn't clinch the division.
Oh, they did. They just clinched the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't clinch the division, big dog. And Boston is still kind of in the hunt. So
I'm rooting for Toronto. I know you don't want to hear that, but I'm rooting for Toronto.
I'm rooting for Boston, but I don't give a shit. I feel like this team right here is ready to go. Ever since Max Fried met that squirrel, his ERA is 1.9. So, like, I'm good.
You're not allowed to say what I said on the phone earlier today. You're not allowed to say what I said.
I won't. Not here. That'll be members only. Anyway, back to the basics. I'm excited about this series. You want to take 2 out of 3. I'm rooting for the Guardians. Should I wear my Yankees hat to the
No.
Okay.
No. What is wrong with you?
I like starting shit.
What are you starting?
If
you're gonna go to the game where the Yankees aren't playing, then root for the Guardians.
No, I'm rooting for the Guardians with the Yankees hat on. You didn't see my new jersey yet. It looks really good.
Oh, God. Makes me
want to throw up. You keep rolling your eyes. Stay right there.
Here we go. Here comes a bunch of nonsense.
Hold up, bro. I gotta put it all the way on.
These people don't care.
No, they do. This bitch is tough. That bitch is tough.
Congratulations.
It's not tough, bro. That's your man's, dude.
I love Mariano Rivera.
Dude, something about the Navy with the bright whites and the 5 on the sleeve. This bitch isn't tough,
What's
Tyler.
the 5 for?
Lou Gehrig.
Oh, that's cool.
That's tough, dude.
That makes it cool. But I have a pinstripe Rivera jersey.
That's sick. I have a pinstripe Odell jersey. Fuck with me there. Anyway, Ohio State, Washington. Nerves? No nerves? How you feeling?
Very nervous. However, I'm trying to convince myself of something.
Okay.
I'm nervous because the money is flying in on Washington. The line has moved
Flying.
6 points since it opened up at 14.5.
It's flying in.
You said to me that Washington's quarterback is hypermobile and they play offense off script,
Correct.
which makes other good teams nervous. And I'm nervous.
So
for
here,
that.
just real quick, he's got over 700 passing yards and over 200 rushing yards already.
Correct. Now, I feel like, and I'm kind of just jumping to this, the X factor for me in this game is easily not even close. It's Arvell Reese.
Bingo. Same.
Arvell Reese has to play fast. He has to neutralize their quarterback running the ball, because that's the only thing that can beat us in this game. If he starts running around and doing all kinds of dumb shit, that's when things are going to get super weird.
I mean, he's the one that makes me uncomfortable because we've seen mobile quarterbacks that are like off script, quick twitch guys.
Yes.
Give every Ohio State team, every DC problems.
Yes.
And
it's not just Ohio State. It's every good team. Look, Nick Saban's teams are always petrified of a quarterback, and Johnny Manziel, off script, run around, doing all kinds of dumb shit, and it's just like you can't predict for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't game plan for it because they don't have a game plan. It's just like, well, this is fucked up. I'm going to run around and do all kinds of dumb shit, and it's like, unless you have somebody that can just run with them, it gets tough. But luckily, we have one of those guys. The other thing that that everybody's nervous about, it's very obvious, is like, how is Julian going to do in an away environment when he's in, like, this is not your average away environment. This place is going to be loud. It's going to be rocking. They're going to be ready for you. They're excited. But here's what I'm trying to talk myself into, and I'm very close, Chris. I believe in my heart of hearts that Ryan Day senses the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyler, what's the moment? The moment is the fact that there is no dominant force in college football this year. And this is his chance to put the rest of the nation on notice that not only am I the best coach, but we're the best team in the country. And everything still comes through us. And this is the moment. And this is because nobody's really, the last 3 weeks, nobody's really talked about Ohio State. Now, and it's partly because of who they played. They played Grambling, they played OU. Like, there's not much to talk about. But they're kind of like, have you seen a number one team kind of float under the radar like this?
They're floating under the radar like nobody gives a fuck about them. And I'm so intrigued by it because usually that number one team, everyone was like, what's their weakness? What's their weakness? What's their weakness? There's none of that talk about Ohio State right now.
Yes.
It's odd. There's more talk about Georgia. There's more talk about LSU. There's more talk about Miami.
It's not even that they're getting hyped up or they're saying that they're overrated. It's like they're not even talking about Ohio State at all.
It's radio silence. Like they don't exist. Like they're on sanctions. Like it felt like this when we were undefeated on sanctions. That's how it feels right now.
And so it's just like I really am hoping and wanting to believe that he is acknowledging the moment. He's acknowledging the situation that's going on across the country, that this is the chance to let everybody know, nope, there's no fall off. Everything has to come through us. Indiana made a statement. People are talking about Indiana being, threatening to win the Big Ten. Oregon's blowing people out. Obviously people are talking about Penn State. Little Ohio State down. Not, I shouldn't say little because there's 65,000 students at Ohio State. But like, this is the chance to send a message to the rest of the country. I think Ryan Day is in that. I think Ryan Day can get his mind there. It's just whether or not he can allow himself when the game starts to just be that guy.
I would not be surprised if this game gets called like the Oregon game a year ago in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think seeing what Cignetti did came at the perfect time for Ryan and Ohio State.
Yes.
This is look what they did. Now watch this.
Correct.
I'm there, man. You always say it. Nameless, faceless opponents.
Correct.
Let's go put a foot in their ass and see what they want to do now.
Yeah, I
And
think
the fact that they're traveling out west after a bye week, I think is perfect.
and they're going a day early. They're going Thursday.
Correct. Bingo. Look at you. You know bull.
I think like I said, the only thing that can make this game close is if Julian Sand looks like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm not at home. It's loud. It's not quiet. It's loud. And I think what they're gonna have, and my bold prediction is this is Bo Jackson's welcome to the rest of the country.
Dude, if he goes stupid out west,
I think he's gonna go stupid because I think this is the game where the quickest way to ease Julian into this game is to run the shit out of the ball and have a few explosive runs early to quiet the crowd down, and then you have play action, and then it's just like, okay, 4 and 17 over the top.
I heard that they wanted two things. They're trying to figure out a way to get two players on the field more and more and more, and those two players are Bo Jackson and Devin Sanchez. So I would not be surprised if Bo Jackson went crazy this week.
I think this is the game where the rest of the country's like, Bo Jackson. This is like Bo knows.
Yeah, Bo knows.
Bo
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's like, oh God, they have another one.
Yeah,
and it's just it's. Think about it, man. I mean, there's just Oregon's played nobody. Penn State's looked so average. And they have their duel this week, and it's gonna be think all the storylines this week. This Saturday is one of the best Saturdays of sports television ever. Chris doesn't give a shit about golf, but the Ryder Cup is this weekend, which is the United States versus Europe. You get to wear your colors. You play for your country. It's a big deal. It's in New York City at Bethpage Black. It has, and Bethpage Black is a public facility. It's a big storyline that's going on. And then you have the slate of college football that's just like, oh my God. I mean, it is so good. Oregon, Penn State at night. You also have Alabama, Georgia at night.
Both
Ole Miss and LSU. It's just like, holy.
That's my big upset of the week, by the way. I think Ole Miss goes belt to ass against LSU.
Yeah, that might be. I'm a little preview. I think I might take Ole Miss to take that 2.5 point spread.
I think it's going to be belt to ass, Tyler.
Well, I'm just taking the numbers that have been given to me, and it's 2.5.
That's right. I was just,
Notre Dame's going to Arkansas. And Arkansas isn't very good, but
Notre Dame needs to get back on track and prove that they're a good football team.
Yes, there's a lot of different things. USC at Illinois. Is Illinois as bad as they looked? Is that who they are, or is Indiana just really good?
I think Indiana's just really good, and that's it's a data point this week for sure.
Indiana goes to Iowa, which is like the sleepiest place to play ever.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many different storylines. This is a chance for Ohio State and Ryan Day to let everybody know that we are still here and we're not going anywhere.
This is like whenever you're about to paint something, you do a sketch of it first, like in pencil, so you can erase. This is the dynasty on the paper and pencil.
Yes.
This is it. We had the first masterpiece. We're now sketching dynasty in pencil. And when you guys see what we're about to draw, it should terrify you. Jared Goff is so good. I'm sorry. That was just a dot to Amon-Ra. What a guy, dude.
I mean, it's just one of those things. There's just one of those things where you feel like I think Washington has the full attention of Ohio State.
Well, everybody has the full attention of. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right.
I think Ohio State has their eyes locked in on Washington.
Well, I think the bye week helps that too. I'm surprised Washington isn't ranked also, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. That's a shame. The AP sucks. But I think it's one of those situations where trap games happen when the favored team can have their eyes somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I don't think their eyes can be anywhere else because the next week they play Minnesota. Minnesota
See, the trap
stinks.
game is if they had Oregon or Penn State next week.
Yeah. There's nothing. They're chomping at the. You know what? Give me Ohio State plus 8.5. I mean minus 8.5. I just talked myself into it. This is gonna. They're gonna win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
42-21.
I'm in. Now, yeah. I'm in.
I I just think that it's time. It's absolutely time.
I'm
So.
in. I'm in. Do you ever hear me out?
You go first.
Ooh. My hear me out? And this is just because like today was ridiculous. If it rains and you play an adult outdoor sport, just cancel it. Don't expect me to play. I'm not playing, dude.
I can agree with that. I love golf, but my days of playing in the rain are over.
Like, and don't shame me because I don't want to play in the rain. Like, it's pouring outside, dog. We had adult league volleyball today. We didn't show up. I texted the team. I said, no one's trying to play in this bullshit ass weather. I'm sorry. Now, if all y'all decide we want to play, we love volleyball, and y'all want to go, I'll do it. But I'm almost 30, man. Like, I don't like the sand as is. I don't want to jump on some wet sand if I'm not at the beach. Okay. So
Couldn't agree more.
if we're in fact, honestly, even if it's an indoor event, if it's raining, you'll be lucky to see me.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Cancel indoor activities and outdoor activities if it rains. That's my hearing me out.
Fair
I
enough.
believe in it.
Fair enough. I think veggie trays are better than fruit trays.
I think you should go to hell quickly with the express pass. I think if you ever say something like that to me, I think if I go to your house for dinner and you put a veggie tray in front of me and I ask where the fruit is and you say, well, I decided this is better, you don't get to be mad at me when I look right at you and knock the veggie tray off the table. I never want to hear that sentence again. What are you, Hitler? A veggie tray is better than a fruit tray? You don't mean that. You're just saying that to be different. This is like the people that say that they listen to Kendrick Lamar. You don't actually mean that. It's like the people that like swear they like.
Whose hear me out is this? Yours or mine?
No. People don't actually like kale. People that say they like kale just want to be weird and different. This is you being that.
Can I go?
Go ahead, dude.
I don't like honeydew and cantaloupe. I don't think they have a taste at all. And almost every fruit tray I see has honeydew and cantaloupe on it.
Because they got to have something to slow people down. The strawberries, the grapes. You know,
yeah,
great. Coming out here, got a little watermelon. Like, I'm just saying, like, the fruit tray, fruit trays got to put the cantaloupes on there to keep it at least somewhat even.
But that's what broccoli is for.
Cantaloupe is better than broccoli. I'm so
I think they're both. I think it's negligible.
If you eat cold broccoli, you belong with Stalin.
I like tomatoes. I like cucumbers. I like peppers. Did I say carrots? I like carrots. I even like cauliflower with dip. I think it's good.
Cold carrots aren't actually good. People just
yes, they are.
Their eyesite. No, they're not.
Well, big carrots, like the
what are you, Bugs Bunny?
The Bugs Bunny carrots are better than baby carrots.
We got freaking Bugs Bunny over here.
Listen, I just personal preference. There are more food on the veggie trays that I like than the fruit trays.
Did Michelle Obama send you with this? Hear me out. Oh my God.
No, I just don't like cantaloupe and honeydew. I think it tastes like nothing. If I wanted to eat water, I'll just drink water.
Look, if you wanted to eat water, how about you eat some celery?
Celery's good. I like celery.
It's not better than cantaloupe.
It is absolutely better than cantaloupe.
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I don't know what you want me to say, man. I prefer
a veggie tray needs the ranch dip. A fruit tray doesn't need any dip.
Okay.
You're so wrong.
I'm
so wrong.
I'm glad this turned into your hear me out.
I just can't. This isn't a safe space when you say some dumb shit like that.
I'm Tyler. That's Chris. Peace.